Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Pagey, here once again with another video, again today on The Flash Season 6, and they finally released another trailer promo thing for The Flash Season 6. Finally, we've been waiting for it, like it's overdue by 2 weeks, but let's stop me talking, let's just watch that goddamn new trailer promo thing right now.
I saw billions of possible futures. Billions of deaths. We can't stop what's coming.
The Flash, October 8th. Stream free next day only on the CW app.
So, that, honestly, I think it was probably worth the wait. You know, I'm complaining that you had to wait like an extra week or two for a trailer compared to previous seasons or previous years, but I think that was worth the wait because that was amazing. Even though it was only like 10 or 11 seconds, wow, I'm very, very impressed, and it gets me very excited for what's to come. Now, you know, I probably put in the title because it's like episode 1 trailer breakdown or something like that, just because it's a bit more simple, but this is a bit of a mix of stuff from episode 1 and 2, but I think it's actually mainly stuff from episode 2, and I'll point out why that is throughout the video in my breakdown and stuff like that. But I don't think there's anything in episode 3. I think it's mainly some episode 1 stuff and some episode 2 stuff there as well. But of course, throughout the video, be sure to let me know all of your various opinions on what we go over in this video and your favorite part from this, you know, short trailer promo thing. I'm sure most of you guys will have like the same favorite thing because it wasn't too long, but, you know, let me know in the comments section down below. And of course, if you enjoy the video, enjoy my breakdown, and are just excited for what's to come, and you just enjoyed that promo, drop a like on the video to show support on the channel. It's greatly appreciated. So yeah, let's just start off with basically going through the trailer chronologically. So we get to see Jay Garrick, or the Flash Murph 3's helmet, being like latched onto jumper cables almost. Now I don't think the battery's dead in the helmet and needs a jump from another helmet from another Jay Garrick or Flash or anything like that. It's not like a car or anything. It just seems to be this is what like harnesses the helmet to look into the possible future or something. Like, it's a bit weird because it just looks like jumper cables. It's not like some sticky things or something like that, but I'm interested to see how they explain and how it works and stuff. But what we'll go over in a second in this trailer, or in this video, might explain why this makes sense, I guess. But you might be wondering, like, who is plugging it in, and it's actually Nora Allen. So not Nora Allen, Barry's daughter from the future that got eliminated from existence last season. Nora Allen, Barry's mother. Now, we'll explain why that is and how it's possible throughout this video in a second, because it could be very interesting and pretty cool as well if they go the direction that they possibly could based off what Nora looks like in this trailer. But as we can see, Barry is strapped into that helmet. I think it might have been the thumbnail for this video as well. But anyway, Barry is strapped into that helmet and gets a bit of a trippy ride, if you want to call it, throughout many different things. And as we do hear Barry say, he saw billions, not millions or thousands. He saw billions, which could be, you know, 73 billion possible different futures. And while we actually see a tear roll down his face as well, he also says billions of deaths, which makes sense, I guess, if you know, multiple Earths die, you know, each Earth would probably have like, you know, what, 3 or 4 billion? Is that how many? I think, or do we have like 7 billion? I don't know how many billion people are on planet Earth. You know, it's going to see multiples of that die in this crisis event or these possible futures. But yeah, firstly, just a shot at Marvel. Sucked in Doctor Strange, who only saw like 14 million or something possible futures in Infinity War. What an amateur. Barry Allen is absolutely tearing it up. He is the professional. He is the real Sorcerer Supreme here. Billions of possible futures? What a rookie Doctor Strange is. Wow. Now, I guess the interesting thing here is whether we actually get to possibly see these deaths or some of them. Like, there is a quick shot of Star Labs and stuff getting, you know, some various stuff getting blown over it, but that could just be a shot from previous seasons, from one of those particle accelerator incident shots, you know, from previous seasons. We'd have like 23 different occurrences where we've gone back to that event or seen that same thing happen. So it's hard to be sure. It looks like a particle accelerator thing. That looks like it's coming out of the center of Star Labs, so it's probably just one of those. But I guess the interesting thing is with these, you know, possible deaths that Barry does see, will Barry see his own death, and will we get like a recreation of it from the comics? Will we get a shot of Barry sort of like seeing flashes of that happening, like him disintegrating and stuff? That would be really cool, because it's hard to think whether it's hard to know whether Barry's actually going to die in Crisis. Like, I think at the end he'll still be alive, but it would be interesting if, like, throughout the Crisis event he actually does die. and in some way he's brought back to life, whether it's through something that Oliver does or another character does or something. That'd be interesting. So they could show us a little bit of a hint at it, or Barry possibly seeing it. But another possibility is that Barry sees the deaths of his friends and loved ones as well. So Iris, Kaylin, Cisco dying, maybe even seeing Oliver die. Various things like that, and even like the other speeches like Jay Garrick, the Earth 90 Flash, Jesse Quick, maybe he sees them, maybe we won't see it, but maybe Barry sees them die, and that, because this really does hammer home Barry's mentality, like what Barry's mentality is going to be throughout the season. He's going to have to live with this and seeing everything for X amount of episodes before we even get to Crisis. So this is going to be in Barry's mind while Bloodwork's going around doing random crap and stuff like that. So this really, raises up the stakes and just, I guess, like, what's the word? Like, I guess, like the setting for this season. I'm really interested to see which direction they go with certain things. But in regards to Nora Allen, as I said, she is the one that's plugging it in. You can tell because she's got this nail polish when we see the full body shot of her, and when we go to the shot of the person hooking in the helmet, it's her nail polish is there. But we should have been able to tell it was her anyway, just because she's like in that room where Barry is lying down and stuff. So I think it was pretty obvious. But if you wanted some physical evidence, there is the nail polish. Now, speaking of Nora Allen, it sort of does look like it's I'm not saying it is, but it sort of looks like the Flashpoint version. So I'll put like a comparison shot on screen. Like, they have different necklaces and stuff, but just like the glasses, even the hair, they look similar. Now, would it be interesting if this is like some different plane of existence, if you want to call it, where the Monitor has taken Barry and maybe the Flashpoint version of Nora is there? Like, that'd be interesting. And like, the Monitor could choose Nora because maybe it's the person that Barry would trust the most. Like, we've seen like various things, like even like the runaway dinosaur, like Barry's trust in Nora, or his mother, might I say. So that'd be pretty interesting if that's the way they went about it, because I don't know necessarily where they would go and where this Nora could be, unless they go to an Earth where Nora's there, but maybe Barry's dead or something like that. That's a possibility. But I think for maybe this to work, the Monitor would take Barry out of existence, like out of like the Earths in the multiverse existence, if that makes sense. Because Jay Garrick's helmet's there, and I don't necessarily know how that would play into it, but and how it would like be able to see all these different possible futures and stuff like that. So maybe the Monitor brings it in, but it's just like a tool, if you want to call it, rather than being like a proper item. But yeah, all this stuff with Barry and the visions with the helmet is, as I said earlier on, it's probably just an episode 2, due to the Monitor supposedly appearing right at the end of episode 1. I think they said, or what's being said, I think it's like the last like 3.5 minutes of episode 1 is something with the Monitor and Barry in the time vault. So I'd have to assume that scene is like a cliffhanger, and then episode 2 leads on to Barry going down this path. And it is important to remember that episode 2 is called A Flash of the Lightning, which is a big thing for Crisis, because that's the title of the chapter or the issue in which Barry Allen actually sacrifices himself. So that's that gives you a big hint of how important this episode is going to be for Crisis. Now, we do get a shot of Caitlin freezing the keyboard, like a keyboard, sorry, that's what it looks like. I think that's Cisco behind her as well. I don't think there's actually anything too much to this shot outside of it just looking sort of cool with the Killer Frost Ice Blast and all of that. So yeah, I think they're just mixing up the trailer a bit. Now, we do get a shot of Joe looking up in the sky. There's shots of this in the Comic-Con trailer. It'd be interesting to see if this is like around Bloodwork, or it's like a random episode 1 villain, or maybe it's something to do with Crisis. Maybe something at the end of the episode where Joe has to look up and there's something to do with Crisis. Maybe a wormhole opening or something like that. Not too sure. You don't really get too much from it. But one of the coolest shots in the trailer, and that's, there's only like about like a handful of cool shots, but we get to see the full new Flash suit in the CCPD, and I think this is actually the best look at the suit yet. Everything looks great. I know there's people wanting gold boots, but I don't think it would work that way. I might be wrong there. You might disagree with me, but I think it's just a bit too much to have the gold boots, but you might disagree. But I love this Flash suit. I did have issues about the helmet, but that shot from TV line wasn't in the best quality, and all of that, but here it looks great, and I have really no issues with it, to be completely honest. But the trailer does end with Barry saying they can't stop what is coming. So does this possibly suggest or hint that we might get a look at the Anti-Monitor in Barry's vision of what's to come, or he might see it and we are left to wait and see the grandness and just level of threat that he will be. Like, man, I really can't wait to see more of this and find out. Like, this was a great trailer. Like, hype levels are now officially over 9,002. Wow, it was just really good. And obviously today they did release a new poster for the Flash for this season. Personally, I don't think it's that great. The suit looks good in it, and the suit actually gives you a better look at the helmet, which was like my biggest issue. I thought it looked weird at the top in that first look photo, but here it looks great. I like how like the little wing pieces sort of like bend backwards a tiny bit, or they bend inwards. Like they're not just completely straight, which I think is great. I'm not the biggest fan of this poster. I don't like floating head posters, regardless whether it's movies or TV. I think this poster should have just been a full body flash suit shot, but maybe they didn't do that because they were going to release this trailer anyway, which had a full body flash suit shot in the trailer. I don't know, but maybe they might bring out a better poster in the next couple of weeks as we head into the shows actually coming back. So yeah, basically that's my breakdown for this, short little promo for the Flash. Hopefully, for this little Flash episode 1 promo thing. If you enjoyed it, it would be awesome if you could drop a like on the video to show your support, guys. Let me know in the comment section down below your various opinions on this trailer. What did you like? What did you not like? And just what overall gets you, excited for this episode. And of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. Go check out my video from earlier today on some episode 6 stuff. And until next video, guys, I'll catch you later. Goodbye.